Between Russia and Ukraine really pan out in this very summit. The Russia-Ukraine war undoubtedly will become one of the major focus points. It is known that President Putin will not be attending the G20 meet in Delhi next month, where he says that he's going to be busy with the Ukraine preparations, or rather a special military operation. He's going to skip that key meeting. Earlier, he had also skipped the multilateral meeting since the start of the Russian invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, and virtually participated in the BRICS summit in Johannesburg this week. So how exactly would a consensus be arrived on various issues? The United States of America has made it abundantly clear that Russia-Ukraine war will certainly figure in the meeting that is going to take place in the national capital. With Russia now skipping in this G20 summit, what does this essentially mean? Take a look at this special report.
Since the onset of the war in Ukraine, Russian President Vladimir Putin has not attended multilateral summits, barring the 2022 SCO summit in Uzbekistan, Collective Security Treaty Organization summit in Armenia, and the Conference on Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia in Kazakhstan's Astana. All three organizations, which are Russia-backed and in which Russia has a key role to play. Now, it is known that Russian President Vladimir Putin will not attend the G20 summit in New Delhi next month to focus on the ongoing military operation in Ukraine. Over the past few weeks, Putin's participation in the G20 summit has been the subject of intense speculation in diplomatic circles in New Delhi. As recently as last month, people familiar with the matter had put the chances on Putin's participation as 50-50. A Russian advance team visited New Delhi earlier this month to assess preparations for the summit. However, the Russian officials have now confirmed news of Putin skipping the G20 summit. This is not the first summit that the Russian president will be skipping. He, in the past, also skipped the G20 summit in Nusa Dua, Bali, Indonesia last year. However, reports say that Putin skipped the Johannesburg event due to the arrest warrant placed on him by the International Criminal Court in March over the abduction of children from Ukraine.
President Vladimir Putin has decided to not attend the G20 summit in New Delhi next month, and this could be a reprieve to Indian diplomats because the tensions between the West and Russia because of the Ukraine war are at an all-time high. In fact, many of the G20 meetings in India have ended without a joint communique because Russia and China have not agreed for the mention of the word war in the joint statement. President Putin had also decided to skip the BRICS summit. He was not physically present at the BRICS summit that was held recently because of the ongoing war, and now he has decided to skip the next meeting as well. In fact, the shadow of the Ukraine war could outlast India's G20 presidency and could have long-term effect.
On being asked about whether there will be some kind of solution or some kind of agreement to stop the Russia-Ukraine war during the G20 summit in New Delhi, this is what Vedant Patel, US Principal Deputy Spokesperson, had to say.
We would welcome any country that, one, wants to take steps to support our Ukrainian partners, and two, we would welcome any country playing a role in continuing to convey to the Russian Federation that how important and dire it is that they leave Ukraine altogether.
However, by skipping key meets on Russia-Ukraine war, can Putin wash his hands off the accountability? Bureau Report, Republic TV.